How would you like having no air conditioning during the summer? Or maybe having water leaking from your ceiling? Do you think that you would be able to live in conditions like that? Well, I know from personal experience that I can't live in conditions like that. My name is Brittany, and today I'm here to make you all aware of the process to breaking your lease due to any unsafe conditions. The steps in breaking your lease include 1. Determining if living conditions are uninhabitable or not. 2. Informing your landlord. 3. Giving the proper notices. And 4. Getting back your security deposit. First, we want to define what does uninhabitable mean. So the dictionary definition is unsuitable for living in. Title 14, Statute 6021 of Maine law states that a landlord must provide you with a habitable place to live in. So what does habitable place mean? Well, that includes having drinkable water. Structural issues must be fixed in a timely manner, such as leaking ceilings or electrical problems. And lastly, having an adequate heat source. So an adequate heat source must be able to maintain 68 degrees Fahrenheit during the colder months. Once you've determined your place is not suitable for living, it's time you can move on to the next step. Informing the landlord of any issues is probably one of the most important steps that you can take. You want to make sure you submit a maintenance request in writing about any issue as the issue happens. And once again, you're going to want to keep a copy in your own record that has the request and the date that you submitted it. Give it a couple days, and if you haven't really noticed anything being done, follow up with the landlord or even find the maintenance team and ask them for a status update of when something might get done. Give it a couple more days, and if conditions still remain, then you can move on to the next step. After giving your landlord an adequate amount of time to fix the issues, then you can submit what we call a 7-day notice to vacate. So you might ask, well, what is an adequate amount of time? Well, when I sat down with a legal officer, they told me that 2 weeks is plenty of time for a landlord to be able to fix any issue that you might be having in your apartment. The 7-day notice basically is a notice that lets your landlord know that you intend to terminate the lease due to them violating their end of the lease and not giving you a habitable place to live. It also gives your landlord 7 days to resolve any issue that you stated in the notice. So you want to make sure that you put in the notice every single thing that you want fixed. You want to make sure that you deliver the notice in person, and you and your landlord need to sign and date it, and that's kind of like your proof that they received it on that date. Once again, keep a copy for yourself. I cannot stress it enough. You want to document every single part of this process. After the 7 days have passed, if issues still exist, then you're going to want to write another letter. It's basically stating that you're terminating your lease as of today because they failed to fix all the issues in that 7-day notice. Lastly, to be able to maximize your security deposit, you're going to want to make sure that your apartment is clean to the best of your abilities and that all your stuff is packed out. And you have to make sure that your landlord has your forwarding address so that they know where to send that check to. In the state of Maine, under Title 14, Statute 6033, a landlord has 30 days to return your deposit or provide you with a written explanation as to why they won't be returning your deposit. If they fail to do either of these, the landlord has forfeited their legal rights to your deposit, and they must return it to you in full, no matter how you left your apartment. Today, I'm leaving you with the knowledge to break your lease if this ever happens to you. Thank you.